Welcome back. We're playing Remnant from the Ashes. Uh-huh.
This could be useful.
And we jump right into character creation. I'd actually kind of forgotten about that. Hang on one second. Boop. Alright. This was released in 2009 by Gunfire Games, published by Perfect World and Gearbox. It was actually released almost, it was released on August 20th. Whereas The Surge 2, which we just finished, was released on September 23rd? Something like that. But this is actually the sequel to another game called Chronos. It was a PSVR title that's largely forgotten. It's actually available on Steam for a reasonable price. They nixed the VR requirements and retitled it Chronos Before the Ashes. Anyway, we need to get through our character creation. Let's see. Anime hair and a beard. I'm good with that. Hair color, it's fine. More ginger? Yeah, more ginger. Eye color. There we go. That'll work.
This looks like it was important. What's this doing here?
I like that one. Game mode standard difficulty, normal, skip tutorial, no. We're not skipping the tutorial because there is a story element to it. And now we hit play. Oldest metal in the world, or at least the world that's left.
What can we do when our last hope fails? That you must discover. Our last hope sailed this sea before you, in search of an end to the beasts that have hunted us for generations. An end was found. Or so we thought. When the dragon rose into the sky like a phoenix, blazing in flames of agony. But our hero never came home. Only the storm, the beasts, the unshakable dread that something had twisted and turned. Your journey will not be easy. Storm swirls round the dragon's tower like a shroud. The dragon may be dead, but in its ashes, I fear something else has awoken. You will fight for every step. You must reach the tower, learn what became of our warrior, face what lurks within.
Oh, that's it. He's dead. Game over. Moving on.
When our last hope fails, another shall take its place. So long as we have breath.
Oh, I'm just gonna leave it. So we're doing a horror theme. Thank you. We're doing a horror theme on this channel apparently, but I digress. So the Chronos was a magical fantasy game based around the concept of time. Your character it was Souls-like. Your character would enter the tower, that particular tower right there in the distance, and fight his way up the tower. And of course the tower is, like all extra dimensional spaces, much bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. And every time your character would start off, a little weaker than before. They would die, they would age a year and go back to the tower. And so up to like I think it's 80 years old, after you reached a certain point in the game, I think it's like 40 or something like that, your character's strength would decrease, but their magic and intelligence skill would increase, and so they would become more powerful in their magic. Remnant takes a bit more of a post-apocalyptic look at things because this is a post-apocalypse. And this is a very different setting from the one that is presented in Chronos, at least initially. Alt to crouch, thank you. And we probably ought to go ahead and use that. Thank you, I know how this works. We're going to drink the Bloodwort. Bloodwort is a slow regeneration potion. Probably not going to get a whole lot of use out of it, just because... But this is a Souls-like. Kinda. Like I said, it has some unique mechanics. You notice we don't have a stamina bar. Probably should just go through the door instead of trying to knock that wall. Anyway. The character has kind of a pull. Stamina replenishes over time. I'm sorry, we do have a stamina bar, we just don't have one when we're attacking. Because stamina, while attacking isn't the focus, and you'll see why here in a bit. Your character also gets pulled towards enemies that they're attacking in melee. And the reason for that is... It's not a vault, that's a roll. And now I'm being pedantic. Ow. Haha. We're fine. There's also no enemy lock-on, like we had with the Surge, like you have with most Souls-likes. It's because this is not that type of game. Anyway, but the character in Chronos wore something similar to this kind of tunic outfit, and they had the same sword starting out. So these are the same clan, essentially. They weren't being attacked by these monsters, these wooden creatures. They were being attacked by something more akin to like goblins and ogres and orcs. And there were no cars. He has a gun. That's different. Uh-oh. Ouch. There's an artery right there.
Hang on!
No, don't pull it out. Oh. Lucky. He's dead, Jim. That's the second time we've died this morning. This evening? Whatever. That's different. Nope, we're dead. Game over. Moving on.
Hang in there.
Hurry
You're
up,
gonna be
Ellie!
okay.
We got company! Move! Move!
It's a weird cut, really.
You're awake. Hi there. Whoa, take it slow. You got hurt real bad. You don't want to start bleeding again, do you?
Where am I?
Ward 13. It's safe here. Maybe the only safe place there is. I'm Wallace. I wanted to see you. I asked the commander if I could.
How did I get here?
Oh, Commander Ford and Mr. Rigler found you outside. They brought you here. But they said Mark wasn't coming back.
Was that Mark outside?
Never mind. The commander said you should come see her when you woke up. She's in the room down the hall. She'll find a place for you. Everyone's got a place. I'll see you later.
So if you choose I'm sorry, and that probably would have been the better option. He gives you a little more information about who Mark was. But we go towards the blinking red light, drawing the player's eye to the objective. Good idea.
Well, well, look who's awake. You put up quite a fight outside our gates.
Who are you?
I'm Commander Ford. This is my base, and you, friend, are an unexpected guest. It's my job to know the kind of people I bring into Ward 13. We haven't seen a living soul on that shore for weeks. You will tell me why you were really out there, or we'll let the root have you.
Trying to get the island tower across the water.
No one has been in that tower in a very long time, but you've got no chance of getting there in this storm. Truth is, the ward has been cut off. We had to block the gates after we dragged you in. The root are everywhere. But now that you're here, I have an idea. I'll tell you what. You want to leave? You'll have to do something for us first.
Something I forgot to say about Chronos originally. So the objective, because this is a sequel, it kind of bears explaining. So the original quest for Chronos is that your character is to climb to the top of the tower and slay the dragon. And the character completes that, but then he disappears. This game is the sequel, Remnant, tells you the story of what happened and what is actually going on, because it's not explained much, if at all, in Chronos. Okay, what can I do?
First, we need power. That storm knocked out our reactor recently. With enough power, we might be able to activate another way out of here.
Okay, where's the reactor?
The reactor is on the lower basement level. There's a stairwell that leads down to it. Get it running, then come back here.
Why trust me with this?
Because I'm not losing any more of my people today. We already lost a man down there a few days ago. I suspect the root have found a way in. Go check in with Riggs. About your blade. I don't imagine your fists will do much against the root. You do this for us, and I'll make sure you get out of here.
I have to say something about the facial animations. There are a weird combination of good and absolutely terrible. And I don't know why. Let's go see the people, the survivors.
Ford keeps us in the dark, figuratively and literally.
Wallace may have lost his brother, but he has us now. We'll protect him.
That's a glitch. So the player models are randomly generated from a set of from the faces that are available for the character creation. Apparently this didn't get the skin pigment all correct anyway. So yeah, Wallace's brother was Mark.
It's hard to know who's who in the dark.
And so yeah.
Well, not a soul here who ain't hurting with folk they've lost.
So Mark's brother died.
Poor Wallace. Losing Mark like that.
Or sorry, Wallace's brother died. Outside. Now he was on a scavenging mission. We find that out. It's briefly mentioned later.
Someone say Ruta getting in? Don't help that we're all in the dark. Can't see him coming.
They're bitching about the power. That's fair.
See you around.
He doesn't really want to talk to us.
Hey, I got my eye on you. Don't try nothing.
Nope, can't talk to him. That's about it. That's the entirety of the conversation.
Careful what you say around here, friend. The walls have ears.
So you notice the mini-map in the upper right-hand corner that the little people icons are indicate that these are kind of important NPCs that we need to talk to. And we're in Ward 13. Ward 13 is an underground vault, but it's not quite like the, vaults of Vault-Tec that were designed to save people, quote-unquote save people, excuse me, from a nuclear disaster. This is more like, well, we'll find out. Do you have my stuff?
Hey, it's good to see you on your feet again. Welcome to Ward 13.
Yeah, well, I feel
I did
awful.
what I could to patch you up. You seem like a tough one, though. Name's Wriggler. Most everyone calls me Riggs. Well, your, sword was pretty banged up in the fight. Not much I could do with it, I'm afraid. The blade was shattered when we found you. Mostly scrap metal at this point. Think I remember Ace mentioned she found a few weapons out in the city. Maybe she'll help you out. Well, last I heard, Ace went down to check out the reactor. Good luck down there.
How convenient. Who's this?
Keep walking, stranger.
Okay. Yes, she will in fact threaten you with a wrench. Okay. I'm actually gonna ignore him for the time being. Actually, he's not here yet. There's an NPC that's gonna pop up right here. I'm gonna probably ignore him for quite a bit for the time being because he breaks the flow of the story a little.
Oh, traveler.
Nice.
Hey, friend. The actor's just through that door and down the stairs. Keep your wits about you.
Interesting, and I guess relatively clever design for a
Good
prosthetic.
to see a new face around here.
Yeah, he'll talk at us for a while. He'll become important later. But we need to do the setup first, so we gotta go restart the reactor. Huh, I wonder what's down there.
Where are you? I swear, if you try scaring me out.
What? Where the hell did you come from? You nearly scared the life out of me. No one else wandering around down here. You're not from around here, are you? Name's Ace. Ace Cotterill? You?
I'm looking for the reactor.
That right? Well, you found it. Starting that relic could mean trouble, though. So, you ever start a reactor?
How hard could it be?
So you figured you'd just come down here and wing it. Lucky for you, just the press of a button on the terminal above us. Would have done it myself, but without knowing what might come sniffing around. With the two of us, though, maybe we got a chance. Okay, so I have an idea. You go upstairs and start the reactor. I'll help you kill whatever comes our way. You probably need a weapon, huh? Let's see if I can find you something.
And we pick our archetypes. Got the Hunter. Hunter specializes in long-range precision-based combat, armed with the ultra-precise hunting rifle, sturdy repeater pistol, and the versatile scrap sword. The hunter excels at taking out targets before they get close. Their mod, Hunter's Mark, marks enemies, allowing the hunter and their teammates to see targets through walls. It also increases critical hit chance against marked targets. The Ex-Cultist. The Ex-Cultist specializes in mid-range combat and support, armed with the powerful Coach Gun, sturdy repeating pistol, and deadly scrap hatchet. The Ex-Cultist controls mid-range with excellent burst damage. Their Mender's Aura cast, their mod, Mender's Aura, casts an area effect heal that gradually restores health for all teammates. The Scrapper. The Scrapper utilizes a close-range combat specializes in close-range combat, armed with a devastating shotgun, sturdy repeater pistol, and massive scrap hammer. The Scrappers, they're at their best when going toe-to-toe with their enemy. Their mod, Hotshot, imbues ammunition with fire, giving them a chance to set enemies aflame. I actually am going to pick the Hunter because I think he's objectively the better option. So, you're wondering what the difference between the Coach Gun and the Shotgun is? The Shotgun is less accurate, but does more damage, whereas the Coach Gun is slightly more accurate, does slightly less damage, and only holds 2 rounds. However, actually it's significantly more accurate now that I think about it. The Shotgun is just not good. Full stop. Especially when you're targeting things like weak points. That's why the Hunter's the best. So this is...
That should improve our odds. Get up there and start the reactor.
So we also have traits. Vigor, this is our health. Endurance, Shadow Walker. And Shadow Walker is just our ability to stealth. We do kind of stealth a little bit. Repeater pistol, an accurate semi-automatic firearm that shoots small caliber bullets with high fire rate and medium magazine capacity. Root don't come in ones, bullets shouldn't either. Hunting rifle, an accurate long-range lever action. Hey, shut up, I'm trying to monologue. Rifle effective at close to mid-range and reloads 1 round at a time. In the last day of the Old War, when the armors were gone, but we thought we still had a chance, hunters would set out in 3s and 4s, rifles in tow, and take deadwood nests by surprise. Some of them even came back. Let's have the Adventurer's Tunic. Something familiar about this feels out of place, but right at home at the same time. Each armor set comes with a bonus. Increases the chance to get iron materials from destroying breakables. Increases the amount of scrap picked up by 20%. Run hard, run fast, fight him to your very last breath. You'll also get inventory items. Oh yeah, the scrap sword. Long, sharp blade hammered out of vehicle leaf springs. Good idea. It's quick and versatile, suited for almost any situation. Excels at controlling areas with its wide arch, swings, and fast recovery. Excellent against hordes of smaller enemies and perfect for dealing damage in a pinch. Rust used to be a nuisance. Now it's a strategic bonus. A cut with rust is much harder to treat. Yeah, but it weakens the metal it's rusting. So, the base game is a shooter. It's a third-person shooter, action RPG, with stamina management mechanics. Yep. And we have a computer. Cool. I have no idea how to operate a computer. Warning, unauthorized use of this terminal is prohibited. Refer to operational protocols, OPSEC 1107 10 12-A. Axiom Series 980 CPU. XBZ 35 MHz. Reactor Control Station. Initiate reactor. Dispute fault logs. Fault logs. ID, I'm not reading that. Minor fault. Running below optimal threshold. High drain rate reported from Section 1, Ward 16. Admin note, prototype 0OA246 phase test in progress. Interesting, there was testing something. Well, anyway. Minor fault, system temperature level is 3.32 degrees higher. The normal cooling protocol initiated capacitors A12 and 15 operate above temperature threshold. Coil feedback detected. Major fault. Coolant flow malfunction detected in outflow valves F3 and F4. Emergency power down sequence initiated by administrator. Time to reboot approximately 32 minutes 44 seconds. Admin note, air seismic activity compromised lower coolant array. That's important. Fluctuations core temperature up. Storage banks cause a node. Performance compromised. Output down 15%. Says critical. Comprehensive system failure. Condensation detected inside component framework. Shifting to emergency standby protocol. Admin note. Repeat of errant seismic activity has once again compromised key reactor components. What is going on down there in defense research? Status critical. Multiple systems irreparably damaged, cause unknown. Requisite operational functions offline. Powering down central core. Emergency power systems activated. Okay, I think we've done enough of that. Run systems test. We might as well. Coolant pumps failed. Moderator failed. Pressure failed. Reactor offline. No shit. That's why we came here. Let's turn it on then. I mean, we don't have any coolant. This shouldn't work. For the face.
Who's next?
So there are mods for this game. Some of them are interesting and some of them are just straight plain weird. A lot of them are based around changing your character design, like playing as Ellie from The Last of Us, or one of them's 2B for those thirsties. But a couple of them change how much ammunition you can carry. Because your ammunition carry is fairly limited, all things considered. Where's Ace? What's she doing? What are you doing? Stop it. So that chime we got is an indication that a special enemy has arrived. And that is the burning enemy. So, interestingly enough, burning enemy is best handled at close range. Where this game has pretty much gone out of its way telling you don't fight them at range.
I got you.
There. That should do it. You fought good. Real good. Ford made the right choice sending you down here. You best go check in with Ford. Come visit my shop sometime, yeah? I'll make sure to give you the good in a fight discount.
Okay, so that was the first of a couple of decision changes, or decisions that you have to make. We're also picking up scrap. Scrap is our money and our resources, or souls, or whatever the hell you want to call it. So we've got white. I didn't pull out the rifle at all. Always check back rooms for goodies or lore or anything like that. So there's two ways that fight can go. You can do well, which we did, or you can suck balls. If you fail, if you quote-unquote die during that fight, you don't actually die because we don't have any way to heal and we're not using the game's respawn mechanic at the moment. If The only way, there's only one point which you can die in the opening sequence, and that's in the initial tutorial. You can't actually die during the tutorial. I almost did it when that screamer showed up and kicked my ass. Also, we can't do anything about this down here. We don't have a key. But it does give us an idea of what's going on down there. We have this key. There's a thing that's important. Those are skill books. Those things are good. Broken elevator. Quick tour of the ward. And then there's the research facility, which also requires a few things. Here's the thing. We need a spare fuse to get the power on to open the door, right? In order to get the fuse, it's in the upper level. Okay, I digress. So if you die, you get a yelling at by Ace. She kills everything else. Then she yells at you for being shit. And then says, you know, why the hell did Ford send you down here if you're going to be this worthless? But if you perform well, she compliments you and you get a discount at her shop. So now that we got the power on...
Sure is good to have some light around here. You're risking a lot for folks you don't know, stranger.
My mission is more important than the risks.
Yes. You're trying to get yourself to that little island, yeah?
How do you know that?
Word moves fast when there ain't many words left around here. Listen, friend, I know you don't know me from a can of paint, but I want to help. You got a feeling of destiny about you. You're gonna save the world, ain't you?
I'll try.
That's the spirit. Here, I want you to have this. Not many people can keep the spirits out there in the world. An old friend told me this little bauble could keep you for death at bay. At least for a while. And if you're looking to buy other treasures for your travels, come see me. Ace has got her own space over there. Between us, we got all sorts of treasures. But that stone there, free of charge. Take good care of it.
Why are you being nice to me?
Because the rest of the world ain't nice. Gotta help balance it out. Oh, one more thing. Ellen, Commander Ford, she knows more about that island than she lets on. Ask her about the founder of Ward 13. She'll get you on your path. Good to see a new face around here.
So, Dragonheart can be used to replenish lost health. Yeah, the Dragonheart, is our Estus flasks. It starts out with 3 charges, and after chapter 1, we'll be able to charge it up further. But it's pretty standard. Heal. You can move while you do it. Alright. But it's, you know, when you die or you rest at a checkpoint, we'll see checkpoints, you get your charges back. So that's time. We've successfully restarted the base. Now we need to see what Commander Ford wants with us. I'm English hard, okay? I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.